I'm going to say something that might sound crazy. I don't have problems. I haven't had a problem in a long time. That's not me bragging. That's not me pretending life is perfect. That's a real statement about how I see what shows up in my life now. And it took me almost 30 years to learn it. Yeah, long time. Slow learner. Let me explain what I mean. For most of my life, everything that happened to me felt like a problem. The arrest was a problem. The job loss was a problem. The relationship blowing up was a problem. Going back to prison was a problem. I lived in problem mode. And here's what I didn't see. Every single one of those problems started inside me first. I created them through the way I was thinking, through the beliefs I was carrying, through the patterns I kept repeating. The outside was just catching up to the inside. I know that's a hard truth. I fought it for years. I wanted someone else to be the reason. The system, the people who hurt me, bad luck, the way I was raised. And don't get me wrong, there are real things that happen to real people that nobody asked for. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the patterns, the same fights, the same money problems, the same relationship dynamics, the same hopelessness showing up in different forms. That stuff was me. And the day I owned that, my whole life started to change. This is where recovery and the law of attraction become the same conversation. The 12-step program calls it taking inventory, looking at your part, watching where you were selfish, dishonest, and afraid. The law of attraction calls it watching your vibration, your thoughts, the energy you're putting out into the world. It's the same idea in different clothes. You're not a victim of your life. You're the one creating it every day with your beliefs, your thoughts, your actions. That's the absolute truth. And once I realized that, my life started to change. Here's what changed for me. When something hard shows up now, I don't ask why this happened to me. I ask, what was I believing that pulled this in? And almost every single time, I find it. A thought I let run too long, a resentment I didn't process, a fear I was feeding, an old belief about myself that I forgot to update. The hard moment is just a messenger. It's showing me where I'm out of alignment and what I need to do. That's not a problem. That's information. I had a guy ask me one time, Alan, doesn't life still throw you curveballs? Yeah, of course it does. But here's the difference now. I don't fight what shows up. I look at it. I ask what it's teaching me. I look for my part. And then I do the opposite of what got me here. That's the secret. That's the whole thing. Watch the patterns in your life that cause you grief. Then do the opposite. If you keep getting into the same fight with the same kind of person, look at what you keep doing right before the fight breaks out. If you keep ending up broke, look at what you believe about money before you ever get any. If you keep relapsing, look at what you stop doing right before you pick up. The pattern is the message. The opposite is the medicine. This is the truth. This is absolute experience in my life. I'll give you a real example. I used to think money was scarce, always running out, never enough. So guess what showed up in my life? Money running out, never enough. When I started studying about the law of attraction, I started catching that thought every time it came up. And instead of feeding it, I did the opposite. I gave money away. I tipped bigger. I helped people without expecting anything back. And money started showing up in places I didn't expect. That's not a coincidence. That's a law. It's that is how I live my life today. The same thing works with everything. If you wake up scared every morning, do something brave that day. If you feel disconnected from source, get on your knees in the morning before your feet hit the floor. If you feel useless, find one person to be of service to today. The opposite of what's keeping you stuck, it's what's going to get you free. That's why I say I don't have problems. I have patterns, and patterns are just opportunities to choose differently. This is what recovery taught me. This is what the law of attraction taught me. This is what staying sober no matter what for almost 10 years has taught me. I'm the one creating my life. Do I need to say that again? I'm the one creating my life. The good days, the hard days, the peace, the chaos. When I stay connected to Source, when I do my morning routine, when I serve other people, when I watch my thoughts and catch them early, life feels like a gift. When I stop doing those things, life starts to feel like a fight. Same life, different inside. You don't have problems either. You have patterns, and patterns can be broken. Today, right now, with one different choice. Look at what's been bothering you the most lately. Don't ask why it's happening to you. Ask what you've been believing that pulled it in. Then do the opposite of that belief today. One time, one action, and watch what shifts. You are not too far gone. I'm living proof of that. As always, I'm Alan. This is 5 Minutes of Recovery, and recovery is just the beginning. I'm glad you're on this journey with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.